What up, what up, what up, y'all, my good people? You already know who it is. It's your girl, your big sis, L-E-L. L Vintage on the ones and twos tonight. Me and my guy, we up in here getting ready to just spin, spin, spin. And you know what it is. We right here, Stage Left, Top Class Radio, the world's flyest radio station, and your flyest host. Like, yo, listen, hands down, I'm trying to work on my swexy. Y'all see the difference? Y'all see it? It's almost there. It's almost there. But we here, we live and direct. Tonight we gonna go interpersonal. We gonna dig a little deep tonight. And I just wanted to spread some love and share some love with y'all. No doubt though, we got a great lineup coming to your faces, your eyes, your ears. It's on and popping. We getting ready to get it live and ticking and talking. You know how we get down. But let's get this business out the way first, you dig? Hop on over to IG at 609 Stage Left and Top Class Radio. Click like, follow, share. Tell the world we're here because we want to keep continuing to bring you all this good love and this hearty meat to your table, right to your living room, to your TV, your ears, whatever we got to do. And then going over to Facebook. Click like, follow, share, Stage Left and Top Class Radio. And, yo, listen, take us worldwide because we're up 95. We down 87, 81, whatever you got to do. You want to hit us over in Vegas? Because I know some of y'all going over there for the little Usher Raymond show. Take us on the road with you and let them know you're listening to Stage Left, huh? Come on now. And we got some great love for y'all tonight, right? We doing some heart talk a lot lately. Some heart talk. And one of the things that's been really tuning and tossing in my mind is talking about self-care, self-preservation. What do you do for your own self-care, your own self-preservation? If you feel like calling in, dial up 609-418-9816. Dial it up. Each number 609-418-9816. In my telephone voice. Mr. Telephone Man. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that to y'all tonight. Nah. But we want to talk about this self-care, right? Because it's been a topic of discussion for the past couple weeks, I should say, between my inner circles, my fam, my crew, and even some of you guys out there have been talking about how to really take the time out to love on you and to take care of you. You know what I mean? We got a lot of hats. We wear a lot of hats and different shoes. Y'all already know. I already come with the shoe game. I ain't even going to stunt with y'all. I mean, my shoe game is pretty swexy. And I don't bring them out all the time. But when I do, you peep it. So you know I'm always on the go, right? I always got my shoes on. And I'm always 1 foot in and 1 foot out wherever I go. Because, you know, you got bob and weave sometimes. Sometimes things be coming at you real quick. You got to be on the go and mentally prepared. But, you know, what is it that you do when after you're taking care of everybody else? You take care of the kids. You feed them. You rip and run for everything they got to do, from the doctors to school, from the school to sports, from sports to whatever they got going on outside, extracurricular activities. And, you know, if you know us, you know that my guys been on the go since they was little ones. And so now it's like, you know, they're older. So we got to really take that time to really love on us and put back in us and impart back in us what we've been pouring out all this time, right? So tell us, let's talk about it. Self-care, real self-care. So this weekend, right, you know, I work all type of hours. I get it in. And for the past few weeks, I've been doing a lot of overtime and just working, you know, wherever my job need me, that's where I'm at. And then I come in and pour out love into y'all. And then I have my son who's about to be 16, right? He's the baby. He's the last one, the final extraordinaire up in the camp. And so I'm ripping and running. We're ripping and running to get him where he has to go If he got to be up early in the morning, and we was up and before the birds started chirping and moving and shaking, and sometimes, a lot of times, we didn't get home until after 10, 11 o'clock at night. So just imagine all of that time, for doing what he needs to get done, to work, to whatever he needs to get done, back to what we need to get done, and then capping off the night with him. Imagine just keep ripping and running and running and running and running, and then your battery is on drain. You're emptied out, right? That ain't fun. I mean, it's mentally, we're exhausted. We're getting it in. But when your body is telling you no, do you listen? Do you actually take the time to listen to your body and to hear what it's telling you? You know what I mean? My body looked at me, and when I say it looked at me, right in the mirror said, girl, stop playing. Take one more step further. And we gonna crash and burn. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that Andre 3000? Crash. Listen, I was crashing. And the crazy part about it is I'm so accustomed to doing all of that, to ripping and running and going, that as I'm getting older, I'm tuning a fine ear to just take the time to rest. It's okay. It'll be there. It's going to happen. God going to make sure it get done regardless. And he's going to make sure that you're well. But you got to listen. And you got to know that you got to be well, right? So mentally, I was drained. Physically, I was drained. Spiritually, I was drained. And I had to say, God, I need you to tweak some things for me, because if I keep running like this, I'm going to run really, really ragged. And so this week, we're on fall recess, and Friday after the game, when I got home, I was in so much pain and so exhausted that I had to say, babe, we're not going nowhere tomorrow. Shut it down. We're not going nowhere. And I had to listen to the boss, too, because she be telling me, too, sometimes. I'm a little brick-headed, y'all. And the boss be getting on me, and I said, you're absolutely right. When I tell you we shut it down, Saturday, I ain't going nowhere. We didn't do anything, and stayed in the house. When I tell you that was the best rest that I could get in such a long time. And just being able to cling to my home. I have a lovely home. When I don't get a chance to sit downstairs and watch the big screen with my feet kicked up, I get a little twinged. Be like, we doing what? No. Oh, all right. We compromise a little. But that self-care is imperative to your mental stability, your mental status, your body, the emergence and urgency in your body. That self-care is relevant. And so we had other things that we had to do this week, and no doubt we get them done. We got them done. But when it came down to making sure, like, just take your time. There's no rush. We're not doing. Nah, we're going to relax, and we're going to enjoy ourselves, and we're going to enjoy this self-care, these moments of taking the time to just embrace who you are. I had some moments where I could use my creativity and get into my creative closet, which it's been like hit or miss lately. And if anybody knows me, L, if I don't get that creative moment and that moment to just, that timing to just do what I need to do, create my content, map out some things, make my lineups, I'm wild. I get a little crazy. I get a little agitated. If I don't touch a stage, that's my healing. That's my couch. So if I don't touch a stage, it'd be like, wow. This weekend, yeah, I did. I had a couple places. I had an event. Shout out to Miss Carrie. Wow, what a beautiful 60th birthday. I was invited to a birthday party, one of my fellow coworkers, and she asked me to recite for her. And that was my gift to her. And when I tell you, it went down. I'm going to post the video later. I'm going to post it because it was amazing. And I had to pour out and let people know, like, when you catch the wind and the fire from someone else, and that's who they authentically are, That's what you pour into them. And that's what I did, exactly what I did. I was on assignment. I met the assignment. We did what we had to do. And so that was the only event that I did this weekend. But when I tell y'all, it was a blessing to my soul. It was a blessing. But I definitely got my self-care in. And y'all hear my voice, right? It's coming back. Somebody say it's coming back. It's coming back. That's what self-care do. I went home. I took a time to steep my teas and just love on me. You know, putting back that energy and refueling for the next assignment, if you will. And it's just important to take that time to love on you. So tell us, what do you do for your self-care? Do you go and do you know what I mean? I know I got a couple of my boys, they take a couple of cigar moments, they go and enjoy themselves. Listen, whatever you got to do to unwind, right? Unwind for your body, unwind for your mentality, unwind for your spirituality. Sometimes we pour out so much that we forget to feed ourselves. That's part of self-care too. Feed ourselves spiritually what we need in order to work that armor and to do what we need for the Father in our lives, for God. And we don't want to be out here crashing and burning when we're on assignment. So take the time to have that self-care. I like to cook, and I like to sing, and I like to embrace my crew and my family, and that's something that's important for me. Family's always been big for me, and so even in my own self-care, just spreading a little love and a little happiness in the atmosphere, it doesn't go far and beyond. So like I said, go out and do something that imparts back into you. Go get a massage. Go get your feet done. Y'all see me? I stay fresh to death like $1,000,000. I went and I got my hair cut, and it made me smile because I'm like, I always get my hair cut, but this time it was like, it's been a little minute. I was woofing. The wolf pack was coming out. I can't have my kids at the school seeing me like that because I'm joking. They bust. They big kids. They bust. But just knowing that I was able to get this time in to just love on me, write a little bit in my journal, take the time out to write wholesome love notes to myself. We find it odd, if I can say it that way. People find it odd to write to themselves, to talk to themselves, to love on themselves. You know what I mean? And that's daunting to me. The first person you should talk to in the morning when you wake up, you talk to the Father, right? You talk to the God of your life, but you should talk to you first. Impart in you those affirmations for your daily restitution, for your daily revival, for your daily mindset, and getting your body prepared to take on whatever tasks you may have. And sometimes we have big tasks, we have little tasks. Sometimes we have tasks that seem like they're never ending. But you have to learn to affirm yourself. Affirm yourself. I'm going to be a good woman today. I'm going to be beautiful. I am beautiful. I'm strong. I got my armor on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loving person. I'm going to spread cheer and love. And when I say affirm yourself, right, that means putting something positive, feeding yourself positive words, positive comments, telling yourself you're a queen, telling yourself you're a king, telling yourself you're worthy. You're worthy. No matter where you plant your feet, you're worthy to be in that atmosphere. Because if God didn't believe so, he would not have put you there, right? And a lot of times we miss the course and the assignment of whatever it is we have to take on because we're exhausted, because we're overstimulated, because we're over here with 5 million things, and right here you're standing right in front of the mirror, and you can't attend to yourself. Attend to you. There's nothing wrong with putting you first. Put you first. Because if you're putting you first, you're the first smile you see. You're the first hug you feel. You're the first love that is incorporated into your heart and that overflows in your body. And when I tell you you feel better, your body takes on a different vernacular. You have a different brightness and a different shine and a different glow about you. It's all about feeding you as well. We feed the masses and then we forget about us. You know what I mean? We go over here to this corner. Let me fix the west wing, and you're in the north wing, and the north wing got nothing but potholes and bird chirps and ain't got nothing but cracks and crevices, but yet over there is shining. Now, take care of you. Do what you have to do to maintain your stability, to maintain your ground, your stance, your strength. Don't over-filter. What I mean by that is don't put other things in your path that don't fit to the course of action you're supposed to go or that you should be going. You never know who's watching you. You never know what is being said. And for the most part, I don't even pay attention to what people say about me. I love y'all. But if I paid attention to every little thing that folks said about me, I'd be crazy. I'd be dropped off on the corner somewhere, rolled up, scrolling the floors or something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We think about everything that other people are thinking and saying about us. And sometimes what they're doing to us versus let's change lanes. Let's switch lanes a little bit. Let me show you where my strength lies. And let me show you how we do this thing here. You know what I mean? Let me show you an exampleship how I maintain my mentality, my wholeness, and not worry about what you may think about me, right? Because 9 times out of 10, the same people that's talking about you, the same people that have an issue with your shine and your light are wondering how you got it. They're wondering why you smile. Somebody said to me on the job, like, yo, every day you come in here with a smile. I said, you always see me with a smile. Because if I gave you any little bit an insight as to what I go through on a daily basis, you'd have that thing spread around the whole district. You have it spread because you don't know what else to say. Some people don't know what to say or what to do when it comes to you, because your light and who you are, it illuminates so well, or it illuminates so beautifully that they're like, let me chisel at it. Let me bang that thing. Let me crack at it a little bit and see exactly where they're going to crack so I know what to tell. You know what I mean? Y'all don't think we got enemies. We got enemies out there. And some of them ain't enemies that you see every day. Some of them working behind the scenes to take you off track, right? So let's not be off track. Take that self-care moment, that moment to reflect, that moment to rejuvenate, that moment to revive, that moment to restore and replenish, and let your body replenish. Let your mind catch up. Take the time to listen to what your body is saying so that you can pour out what you need to when you need to. And I'm a firm believer that God going to replenish and put back into you what you need, especially when you're at that, you know. Hey, I know y'all know this. We got kids, okay? How many of us got kids out there that'll drink the milk all the way down to it's like this and put the carton back in the refrigerator? Just throw the whole carton at them and a little bit that's left in there and say, next time, just go get another carton. You know what I mean? Because listen, the kids be having money too. They just don't want you to know. But they drink, or they use up everything and then they don't replenish. Let's replenish. Don't leave us on empty. I can't do E. Because when I'm on E, y'all see me staggering, I'm about to fall clean out. And when I knock out, don't wake me up. Because I might wake up swinging. Nah, I ain't going to wake up swinging. But what I will say is I'm going to wake up a little agitated and aggravated. And sometimes we don't get to the core of that. Dig it out and say what it is really why we're like this. Sometimes we just don't get enough rest. We don't get enough sleep. Man, we up early, wee hours. And like I said, we don't get to sleep till late. Late nights and early mornings, if you will, Marsha. Marsha Ambrosius. But listen, we really do. We burn the oil all day and we don't take the time to replenish. So today's love on you and your intention is to be intentional about your self-care. Go get a massage. You know what I mean? Go get your feet done. Go do a little shopping retail. I ain't say spend the whole bank. Yeah, you know what I mean? I didn't say spend the whole bank. I said just, go grab a couple of things. Feel good about yourself. You got a couple of things coming up. Add something to your wardrobe that might, wow, that look good on me. Make me feel good. Because when you feel good, those who are around you feel good. You know what I mean? It's something about that illumination that spreads around when people connect and people see you and people reach out and they touch. Like, when we connect and our energies match, it's a whole bonfire out that thing. You can illuminate the whole world. But the real issue is sometimes we don't take the time to really love on ourselves. And then when we can't love on ourselves and when we don't love on ourselves, we turn into them she-wolves at night. We turn into them werewolves. Because now we nocturnal and we don't know how to go to sleep. And we don't know how to rest. My mom always say this. You say sleep, but really are you resting? Did you rest? Just rest. My mom when I tell you KK hit you with them nuggets, she hit you with them nuggets. And it always attaches to my heart because it's like, wow, Mom, you really saying like she can see it when I don't rest. I can tell you haven't been resting. I mean, Mom, how you know that? Oh, I know. And so get your rest. Take the time to love on you, self-care. Go see a movie. You don't got to be with everybody. You don't got to have lunch with everybody. Go have lunch with you, me, myself, and I, so that I can hear my thoughts and I can talk to me and not be concerned or have to be worried about anybody saying, yo, put the phone away. Or stop and think. Like a lot of times I really like to drive with a specific type of music or silence. And I'm learning everybody can't handle my silence. Because when I'm silent, I'm listening to my thoughts. My thoughts are loud. And so sometimes I really have to take a step back and just listen to your thoughts, L, and let them filter through. But what I'm saying is self-care is imperative to the wholesome you. You want to be wholesome. You want to be whole. You want to feel like I'm strengthened and I can get up and go. Take some time to love on you. You know what I mean? It's okay. Uno is a solitary game. You ain't got to play with partners and people. Play with yourself. You know what I mean? Play on the table. Put the cards on the table. Play Go Fish with the Uno pile. I'm just saying. Sometimes we need to withdraw from a lot of things. The atmosphere is always busy. The atmosphere, work, things are just going on. If you live in the city, if you live where you see nothing but ambulance and hear nothing but ambulance and police, all you hear is sirens all day. All you hear is sirens all day. It's okay. Put the shades down. Close them joints. Turn the light on a little bit. Close the windows and hear you. Sit back, withdraw, and reserve time for you because it's important. You know what I mean? I'm grateful to even be sitting and standing before everybody. You know what I mean? And we were talking the other day, me and a couple people that grew up in my area. We were talking about how the life expectancy for us then when we were kids, was that 15, 16, 17. We didn't think we were going to make it past those ages. And if the testimonies that we all have hit the airwaves right now, y'all be like, wow, y'all should have been gone. Y'all should have been dead. But to God be the glory. Because when I tell you, this is what wisdom, knowledge, having support in that self-care will do. It will keep you strengthened and strong when you feel like you're at your weakest, when you feel like I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm over. And believe it or not, we've lost a lot of people to that withdrawal and that sorrow and that mental illness that has gripped our people, and that's disheartening. We're loving on every one of our people that we have lost through suicide and mental illness, because they maybe not have had the opportunity to take that time to love on themselves and that self-care. It's something magnificent about taking the time and loving on you. I'm learning a lot about me even now, and I'm soon to enter a whole nother decade. And it is true what they say. A lot of things that you learn along the way, you pick up along the way, but you don't really start taking that and putting it into perspective until after your 30s, right? Your 20s, you want to run wild. Your 30s, you know it all. But when you start hitting that 40s, 50s, and 60s, it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? God granted me another opportunity to really breathe through another decade. And I'm grateful for it, but I'm cognizant that we can't abuse us while we're trying to save everybody else, right? And while we're trying to be what everyone else needs us to be, you have to learn to love on you and put back into you what you're putting into others, right? So go, mend, heal, take time to inform yourself and take time to love on you. Romance in the self perspective is beautiful. Love on you. Romance you. And I believe that makes us better partners, better people, understanding of things going on around us, better helpmates. It makes us better love. You know what I mean? The love factor. Because when you understand exactly what it is you love, what, maybe not for you, you're able to communicate that better. We talk in communication. You're able to communicate that and reciprocate that better when you know, look, this isn't really for me. And then we become upfront people. Let's be upfront and personal about it, right? Let's not take for granted what we have and what we don't have, right? And what we see and what we embrace, even if it's not at home. Sometimes, and it's okay to admit this, sometimes your embrace for you comes via different channels. You can take that any way you want to. What I'm saying is it's okay to embrace things that are outside of your norm. You don't have to be so controlled by your normal atmosphere and circumstances that you forget, I really enjoy that. I really like this. I really like seeing this Broadway play. I like opera. I like jazz. I like rock and roll. You know what I mean? It's okay to incorporate the flavors of who you are into your life. And that's what self-care also does. It reminds you of who you are and what you love. It brings out what you really enjoy. Like you can sit at home. I'm going to let y'all know when I go home and I'm in my moment, you forget about it. I got the vinyls rolling. Yeah. Or I got a Foxy and a Suede at home. Or I put them vinyl plastics on there and let them play. It don't matter if it's Miles, Aretha. It don't matter if it's PJ. It don't matter if it's Kurt. Whatever it is that's going through the airwaves on that vinyl record player, it makes me feel at home and at ease. It opens up my creativity. It opens up my safe space, my personal space. And if you're privy to see that and to be on the inside of that, yeah, you're privy. You're blessed. But I don't take away who I am and what I love. You know what I mean? And I get it. It may not be everybody's cup of tea. You may not be everybody's cup of tea. But you are definitely your cup of tea. So you got to start treating yourself as such. I am my own cream of the crop. Let me put myself into this throne, in this kingdom, and put myself in position to win and to love on me and to give me everything that I need, regardless if I receive it from someone else or not. You can give yourself that, and you can usurp that from you. And a lot of people don't, I'm getting it. No, a lot of people don't know how to do that. We're so accustomed to schedules, routines, being what other people need, doing what other people say and need, getting up and maneuvering for others. But we're not accustomed to doing it for ourselves. So, get your self-care in, you dig? It's important, it's imperative that you do these things to enlighten yourself. I mean, come on. Who gonna get up in the morning and tell me I love me better than me, other than the Father? I love me some me. And listen, most times we get out of the mentality of self-care because it's a learned behavior. Our learned behaviors are, you got to be there for this person and that person. Family needs you. Family, blood is thicker than water. How many of us heard that? You got to do what you got to do to take care of the family. They don't, and most of the time, when you're doing for family, sometimes family don't stop to say, are you okay? That's family for you. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily hear that all the time or ever. So you got to learn to pick put your pieces of who you are, pick them up and put them back into you. You dig? We got to learn to love on ourselves regardless of what people think or say about us, what they're doing to us. I was watching something on TikTok. I think it's either TikTok or it might have been the gram. This young lady, and she a beautiful young lady. That joker got 13 kids. I said, what the devil is a liar? Now, mind you, we come from families that have had multiple kids, a lot of kids, big families. Back in the day, that's what it was. My mama, bless your soul, mother. I'm glad you didn't have 20 some odd kids, because I'd have been like, what? But a lot of families back in the day grew up with that many kids. Families were larger families. And so now when we look back and we're a part of those large families, we're like, wait, how did y'all do that? Mom, when did you take a bath by yourself? When did you even go into the bathroom by yourself? Somebody always had to be I'm just saying, because we've been taught to juggle so many things and to put ourselves to the side that we forgot to take care and attend to us. You know what I mean? So I understand and I get it. But at the same time, you got to take some time for you so you can replenish, because 13 kids, this lady has 13 children. And her youngest is a newborn. My God, what? But to each his own, whatever the flavor is. Families, people believe in having large families, and that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But even in large families, mom, take some time. Go lock the bathroom door, close the bathroom door, let dad handle it for right now. You know what I mean? Let's teach the older siblings, watch your brothers and sisters for 20 minutes so I can go rejuvenate, so I can go talk to myself and give myself a game plan, because it's necessary. Today's world, everybody's ripping and running, and minds are being tricked into, let me just take myself out. They ain't going to notice if I left. Nah. It's important to take care of you as well. You know what I mean? After you make 13 breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, plus you and the hubs, and the dogs, listen, go on and take a couple minutes for yourself. You're going to need it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's time for us to really take a couple of steps back and know that it is fine, it's safe to have your moment of relaxation and restitution. Take your time to build on you. It's imperative. So self-care today is our intuition. I mean our intention today is self-care, and we just want you to know that it's okay to take some time for you. And moms, you don't have to be alone and do it by yourself. Listen, hire a babysitter. Okay, you don't want to send them to daycare? Put them on camera. Put the baby in the crib and tell the babysitter I'll be back in an hour. You dig? I mean, it's time to train survival and get the things that we used to have back in place, because folks, they ain't got it all. I know we don't want to send our kids all over the place, but it's time for that self-care, and it's necessary so that we can continue and be fruitful the way we usually are and the way we know we needed to be fruitful. But you need you first, right? I need me first. Go and tell somebody. Turn to a neighbor and tell them, neighbor, be fruitful for you first. It's okay. Ain't no selfish ambition about it. Just do you. Take care of you. I'm lying. That is selfish ambition. But it's a good selfish ambition. Can we say good selfish ambition? I mean, y'all got to stop using that selfish ambition for, it ain't always negative. We just need a little time, a little breakage. So self-care, go and get yourself a bit of time for you. Do what you got to do. Get out. Smell the fresh air. Walk the boards. Take a little brisk walk. You don't got to be with nobody. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. I just need a little thinking time. You feel me? And by the way, if you happen to pass Jersey Cow on the way through, bring me some ice cream. I'm just saying. But I just wanted y'all to know a little bit about self-care. Talk to y'all on a love note, on a love level about self-care, because it's important. We, like I said, we rip and run. We do so much. We don't take the time to really impart back in us and to put all that energy that we're pouring out so vastly back in us. I heard a lady say the other day, I'm ripping and running so much I can't catch up to me. Well, catch up. Sit down right here. And she looked at me. I'm like, yeah, no, sit down. Have a seat, please. She was just as busy as I am. No, have a seat, please. Kick up your feet. Relax for a couple minutes. You know what I mean? Because if we got parents that are not able to, and adults and those of us who are moving and shaking and moving, if we can't take the time to love on us, we become reckless endeavors out here in the world. I'm just saying, we get a little crazy. It gets a little twinge. But self-care, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, self-care. Take the time to love on you. Go book a spa treatment. Go book your hair. Get your hair done. Your nails done, hair done, everything did. Get it all done. Because when you look good and feel good and you feel replenished, you're able to pour into the nations of growing people now. So I love y'all. Couple things I want to chop it up with y'all about. November 18th, I will be with Pastor Faith Crouch. Yeah, her anniversary. It's at the Fire Hall in Mays Landing. I'm going to post it. I am reciting for Pastor Faith, who's near and dear to my heart. I love you. I love you, Mother. She been running me down for a minute. But I love you. I miss your love, your hugs, and your prayers in the morning. So November 18th, it's at 4 p.m. I believe they still have tickets available. I think the ticket price is $65. Come on out and love on Pastor Faith. She's been pressing and being in the seat, in the field, in the service of the Father for a long time now, and she deserves her flowers. So I will be there reciting. That's November 18th, 4 p.m. I got a couple other things that are on the horizon. I will announce them as they come. And as I get more of the details, keep December 2nd available. December 2nd open. There's another event, but I'm waiting on more of that. Listen, we gonna hire. I don't know how much more I can tell y'all. You don't see it? Watch this footwork, cause I'm telling y'all, we about to put some things down. It's going down. I'm excited. StageLeft, Top Class Radio. LEL, we not taking no for an answer. We gonna get into every door, and we gonna keep pressing and maneuvering. But just know that the wheels are ticking, and we want you to stay tuned, be a part of it, because without you, there's no us, there's no audience, there's no us. We service worldwide, and we plan on continuing to go higher and higher, and keep doing this thing we love so much to do, right? You dig it, you dig it. I love y'all. I want y'all to keep supporting us. Again, StageLeft, Top Class Radio. We're on Facebook. Go click like, follow, share. StageLeft and Top Class on Facebook, and on IG is at 609 StageLeft and Top Class Radio. Send us to the masses, y'all, because I think somebody's missing out on this good fine tuning over here. And regardless, we gonna crack open them safe spaces in them places that they don't want us in anyway, right? We ain't taking no for an answer. I love y'all. Yo, I hope y'all went out and vote. I hope you got your vote in. A lot of people think now that voting season is it's not over. It's never over. Voting season starts from the time the polls are announced or the candidates are announced, until after the polls close. See the changes that are happening. Right now, Atlantic County is a Republican county. And I'm not saying that all Republicans are, and all Democrats are, but we got to get the people in there that knows about family life, knows about how to take care of our children educationally, and impart the things in our communities that are necessary. So stop voting for the people that are not doing it. I'm telling you, go vote. Make sure your teenagers are registered to vote. Make sure your elders get a ride to the polls and stay with them, because some shady things are going down at the polls. From what I understand, there was some things going down at the polls, and the popos was out there, but nonetheless, we still made it to vote. I voted early. I made history this year with an early vote. New Jersey, especially South Jersey, this is what, our second year having early voting, third year. And, so we're fairly new to early voting. But watch how things start shifting and changing when the numbers and the masses get out to vote. We have to know what's going on in our communities, our legislative law, the things that are being trickled and passed up under our noses. Yeah, so be informed, not misinformed. Go take your children. Let them learn early. Show them, okay? Because what they learn now, they'll take and they'll utilize when they get older. Yo, this your big sis. I told you I ain't going to hold y'all for long tonight. We here. We one and done. A little bit of self-care goes a long way. Just remember that. I love y'all. And guess what? Keep knocking at the door. Just because one ain't open don't mean the other 10 won't be. So go get it. Be about your business. Be hungry about that thing. And tend yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself to some self-care. All right? It's your girl, it's your big sis. We up out of this thing. Peace.